Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a French seam. This is one of those things that's super easy to do and super hard to write about how to do, so I'm going to make a video. First, you start with 2 pieces of fabric. These, if you've done any sewing at all, you usually put good sides together whenever you sew a seam. With this type of French seam that's all enclosed, you start with wrong sides together. So I've got the wrong sides of the fabric together. And I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew with a scant 1/4 inch seam, so not quite a 1/4 inch wide. And I'm just going to do 2 sides of this fabric for the example. So my machine's a little loud. Sorry about that. Sew down to the corner, and then I'm going to plant my needle a little less than a 1/4 inch from the corner, lift my foot, and turn. You could certainly pin the fabric, I'm just too lazy. And right to the end. Alright. So now, if I had scissors, I might cut off the corner at a 45-degree angle. Forgot my scissors, and the video is a one-take deal. So now I'm going to turn my fabric inside out, so wrong sides are together. So this is the way you're used to sewing things. I'm going to poke out the corner as best I can. I might use scissors or a pin to poke out that corner if I had brought any of my tools. Also, if you're worried, this is a nice time to press your fabric to iron this seam nice and flat. But again, one-take video. So now that I've got this seam flat, you can see I've got the edge of the seam right along the edge. And in there is what I just sewed. And now I'm going to sew a wide 1/4 inch seam, like a 3/8 inch seam. And I want to sew so this seam allowance is completely encased. So see how I've moved the needle over quite a bit there? And now I'm going to sew again. Again, I pivot at the corner with my needle planted. And I've found, depending on what you're sewing, if the seam allowances, if the size isn't critical, it's better to just sew a little wider on the second seam so you don't have any fringe hanging out. And now when you turn it right side out, you've got a beautiful seam, and on the inside, it's completely finished and can't unravel. It also adds a little bit extra strength because everything's sewed twice. There you go. And again, you can pull out the corner with a pin. French seams. Thanks.